After young Sheldon, I fear the Big Bang Theory universe has lost its chance for one reveal despite its huge potential. The Big Bang Theory is more than just a sitcom about nerdy scientists awkwardly navigating social norms. It's a meticulously constructed universe where physics jokes, pop culture references, and long-running character arcs intersect. From Sheldon's idiosyncrasies to Leonard and Penny's slow-burn romance, the show thrived on the intimacy of its world, rewarding viewers who stayed with it over 12 seasons. Yet, even as the series concluded in 2019, one lingering question persisted, a question that young Sheldon, despite its charm and depth, seems unable to answer. What really happened to Sheldon's mother, Mary Cooper, in her most formative years before the adult Sheldon we know emerged? The idea might seem trivial at first glance, but for a universe built on careful continuity and layered storytelling, this is more than a small curiosity. Big Bang Theory fans have long speculated that a major revelation about the Cooper family's past could reshape how we view Sheldon's behaviors, quirks, and even his genius. And the potential for this reveal was enormous. It could have tied together decades of hidden family dynamics, hinted at untold tragedies, or even given a glimpse into the enigmatic motivations that made Sheldon the man he became. In short, it could have elevated the Big Bang Theory universe from a successful sitcom into a more profound exploration of familial influence and the shaping of a genius mind. Yet now, with young Sheldon having explored most of Sheldon's formative years, it feels as if the window for that singular revelation has closed, or at the very least, been severely narrowed. The prequel series has given us rich backstory, glimpses of Sheldon's early brilliance, his fraught relationship with Missy, and his parents' sometimes comical but always heartfelt attempts to guide their unique son. And while this has added depth to the character, it has also inadvertently reduced the room for one potentially universe-altering reveal in the main timeline. The creative freedom once available to the writers of Big Bang Theory has been constrained by the necessity of continuity. Consider, for instance, the way young Sheldon humanizes Mary Cooper. We see her as a loving, patient, and sometimes exasperated mother who is remarkably perceptive about Sheldon's idiosyncrasies. Before young Sheldon, Mary was a figure of mystery in the Big Bang Theory. She appeared mostly through phone calls and occasional guest appearances, often serving as a foil to Sheldon's rigid logic. There was potential for a hidden secret in her past, a story that could have reframed Sheldon's personality or provided a shocking emotional pivot. Perhaps she had once pursued an ambitious career in science, or maybe she had a hidden history of rebellion that clashed with the conservative values she often espouses. That potential is tantalizing because it could have added a layer of irony or poignancy to Sheldon's own trajectory. A mother who understood brilliance yet constrained it. Or conversely, a mother whose past brilliance inspired the next generation in ways never revealed. But now, young Sheldon has largely filled in these gaps. We know that Mary is devout, loving, and unyieldingly moral, but also humorous and resilient. There's room for nuance, of course, but the likelihood of a shocking revelation that would retroactively change our perception of the original series feels slim. The prequel has already explained much of what could have been mysterious. The tension between potential and revelation is now muted. The narrative suspense has been, in a sense, consumed. And that's where my fear emerges, that the Big Bang Theory universe may have lost its chance to deliver one final, profound twist that could have elevated the series beyond nostalgia, humor, and character consistency into something unforgettable. The potential for such a reveal was not trivial. Imagine, for instance, a storyline where Sheldon discovers a hidden family member or a secret experiment that predates his own genius. Perhaps a cousin who once rivaled him intellectually, or a long-lost scientific paper written by a relative whose obscurity denied the world an early insight into modern physics. Such a revelation could have retroactively informed multiple character arcs. Leonard's struggle with mediocrity relative to Sheldon, Howard's feelings of inadequacy, even Penny's often bemused navigation of a world dominated by hyper-intelligent friends. The possibilities were expansive because the show's universe, while grounded in comedy, always respected its own internal logic. Instead, what we see in young Sheldon is a careful, loving, and sometimes predictable narrative expansion. This is understandable. Prequels are tricky. They must maintain fidelity to the original work while still creating engaging new content. And young Sheldon succeeds brilliantly in this regard, portraying the world of East Texas in vivid, character-driven detail. But in doing so, it has also solidified certain truths, making it harder for the original series to shock or surprise audiences with previously unexplored truths. Any major reveal now risks contradicting established canon, creating a tension that writers are unlikely to risk resolving. Some fans might argue that the prequel actually creates new opportunities for revelations. Perhaps elements introduced in young Sheldon, like Sheldon's interactions with his siblings or minor school events, could later tie back into the main timeline in unexpected ways. But there is a crucial distinction between minor callbacks or clever Easter eggs and a single, seismic revelation that reshapes our understanding of the universe. Young Sheldon offers the former abundantly, but the latter seems increasingly improbable. The universe is more complete now, and with completeness comes constraint. This situation highlights a common tension in extended television universes. The longer a narrative runs, and the more spin-offs are created, the harder it becomes to surprise audiences in ways that feel both fresh and consistent. Marvel's cinematic universe faces a similar challenge. After a decade of interconnected films, truly shocking moments must navigate the labyrinth of existing continuity. Big Bang Theory faces a microcosm of this problem. 12 seasons, countless references, and now a prequel series have created a dense web of character history. There is less room to swing a narrative punch that will feel both surprising and authentic. Moreover, The Big Bang Theory's charm was always in its balance between humor and relatability. A shocking revelation in the final seasons might have risked tipping the scales too far into melodrama, disrupting the comedic rhythm that audiences cherished. So perhaps the creative restraint we see, or the fear of a lost opportunity, is not merely accidental. It is a side effect of preserving a delicate equilibrium, ensuring that the series' humor, warmth, and emotional resonance remain intact. In that sense, the loss of a single, universe-altering reveal is a trade-off for narrative cohesion and consistency. Still, the wistfulness remains. I can't help but wonder what might have been if the writers had chosen a different approach, one that preserved a single, shocking, transformative truth about the Coopers. A revelation that connected the genius of Sheldon to the hidden ambitions, failures, or secrets of his family could have cast a long shadow across the series. It could have created a deeper appreciation for the seemingly trivial quirks we laughed at for years. And it might have allowed Big Bang Theory to transcend the realm of brilliant sitcoms and become something more. A meditation on how family, circumstance, and hidden histories shape who we become. Perhaps, though, the real value of this lost opportunity is in the speculation itself. Part of the magic of Big Bang Theory was always the conversation around it, the debates, the fan theories, and the what-ifs that persist even years after the finale. In this sense, the absence of a final, explosive